one yet.
3 pounders.
Oh my God.
We're having fun. We're catching a lot.
Nut. It's a really good one.
Good job. He's going away in.
Yeah! There you go. Heck yeah. We got us big picket.
3 pounders.
Okay, yeah, get him.
The Fishin' Canada Show, brought to you in part by New Brunswick, always inviting. Yozuri Fishing Lures, fish the best. Mercury Outboards, go boldly. And Outdoor Canada, Canada's only national fishing and hunting magazine.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of our coverage of the 2024 Pan American Black Bass Championship, which is taking place on the St. John River in beautiful New Brunswick, Canada.
For those of you who missed last week's show, the Pan Am Black Bass Championship is an annual bass tournament in which Canada, the U.S., as well as several other countries compete for gold.
Canada got involved in this great event through the Canadian International Sport Fishing Association, otherwise known as CISA. The ultimate goal here is to achieve the inclusion of competitive sport fishing into the Olympic Games. Good on you, boys.
In last week's show, we covered the event's opening ceremonies, team registration, day 1 blast-off, a whole whack of fishing, and, of course, the weigh-in at the end of the day.
To get the full recap of the preceding show, you really should go to the Fishin' Canada YouTube channel and search up the Pan American Black Bass Championship Part 1.
We ended off day 1 with the top 3 team pairings. They were Tyler Williams and Trey McKinney of Team USA, weighing 18.75 pounds, leading the field. In second place is Alec Morrison and Nick Hatfield, also from Team USA, with 17.46 pounds. And rounding out the top 3, Corey Gaffney and Adam Howell from Team Canada, coming in with 17.3 pounds.
So when all was tallied up, the top 3 countries in contention are Team USA, leading the pack with their top 4 angling pairs weighing a total of 68.44 pounds. In second place is Team Canada with their top 4 two-man teams weighing 63.37 pounds. And third is Team China, total weight 59.61 pounds. Now here's the breakdown of all the teams involved. Looks to us like it's going to be a battle of the titans between 2 of the favorites, Canada versus the US.
We got Team Canada here, and we're playing catch-up today, morning of day 2. We're all having a blast at the Pan Am Championship here, but yeah, we knew Team USA was going to be a problem. They are, but our goal today is to take them down, and we're going to give it our best shot. So
we're gunning for it today. We're taking everything we got, and we're going to just catch every fish that we possibly can.
So, similar to day 1, day 2 starts out with all the participants sitting idle, waiting for their boat number to be called out, and putting the throttle to the max. From my past tournament experience, the second day jitters aren't near as bad as the first. However, if you drop the big weight onto the scales on day 1, and you're wondering if your pattern will hold for another day, yeah, that's pretty stressful. My thoughts are that Team Canada is 1, chomping at the bit to get at her, and 2, hoping and praying that Team USA has a slower day than yesterday.
The final day of a tournament usually puts anglers into a slightly different mind frame, one that actually begins to take shape earlier in the event. Sometimes it even involves avoiding fish. Let me explain. Big fish are hard to come by, and in this river, those sought-after fish are 3-pounders. Since this is a multi-day event, you need those fish in the boat both days, occasionally forcing you to back off earlier in the event when your bag is good enough for the day. The last thing you want to do is burn out fish that you'll need tomorrow. On the final day of an event, however, it's all in. Catch as many as you can and keep calling to the biggest bag you could possibly catch.
In case you're wondering why cell phones are allowed here, yet almost all other tournaments ban them, here's your answer. Since this is a multi-person team event, the Pan Am officials actually encourage the use of phones to add yet another element to the game. It truly is the only way a captain and/or a teammate can reach out and talk to their entire team about strategy.
So, with that said, let the Battle of the Titans begin.
Name of the game is covering the water and finding a couple of those right ones. Now right here in this little sweat, this is an exact, really good representation of what these fish are really setting up on right here, is you have just like a little bit of an indentation on the main lake, and these fish are going in there and feeding. It's just crazy. Like, I don't know if it's like they're pushing the bait in there in the mornings or what it is, but they definitely seem to be biting a little bit better first thing.
Oh, got one though. We're having fun. We're catching a lot, but they're not big.
That one's gonna help.
You think so?
Yeah.
A lot of little guys. I was just saying to Gus, I think we're gonna have to leave soon just because we're having a blast, but that ain't gonna cut it.
No.
No.
The fish are like, they have good frames on them, but just sort of typical river fish where they're just not real heavy. These guys are netting one.
Little St. John River smallmouth.
Oh my God.
Good one?
Yeah.
Should I cast?
Yeah, well, I hooked it, but then it jumped after. Yeah, it's a good one. No, it's not. They look so big on this thing, dude. Like this down one in this shallow water.
Yeah.
Like I almost was like, this might be a muskie.
Really?
Yeah. No. Jeez.
The biggest one yet.
3 pounder. That was sweet.
Yeah.
Saw him, followed him around. He was deeper. That's the deepest one we got.
Yeah, I know. Dude, all we need now, we just need 4 more.
Yeah, let's do it.
4 more, we
Hey,
get 15 pounds, bro.
Dude, you're Scott Martin. Come on.
Oh.
I don't know how big he was. He didn't feel heavy.
One.
All righty.
Is it the right species?
Oh, I hope it's a bass. Be a bass.
Is it the right species?
It's not.
Uh-huh. Chain? Mr. Chain?
I mean, that's a pretty good chain pickerel, but
Well, it's good if you're in a chain pickerel tournament.
that's right.
So here's another unique part of this whole tournament is that this is Team USA, but it's Pitts and Freeman, a female team. What the USA does is they have a qualification round for the females at the ICAST show for a female team to join them on this trek. So I don't know if any other teams have ever had a female team in it, but I think it's fantastic that Pitts and Freeman are these two here, and they're both very good anglers, and it shows they qualified for here, and now they want to take home the championship too.
Net. Please. It's a really good one. He's about to spit it, so. Sorry about that.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Good job. If he's on the surface, keep him on the surface. Oh. Piece of candy. Tell me a Canadian bass.
4 1/4, my guess?
Yep.
That's close to me.
428. So 2 point, whatever, barely off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to the show. He's going to weigh in.
It took me till I was like 20, I think 30 before I was your smart. You're only like 18 in that smart. That's pretty good.
Taking rough, taking
I
it
can dig this stuff. I'm safe, Wheeler.
Yeah! There we go.
Heck yeah, we got us dang biggin.
3-pounder.
Finally got us a 3-day pounder. Frick. All right, I'll holler at you boys later. We got to catch them.
Bye.
Freaking A. I'm like, heck with it.
I'm like, heck with it, boy.
I figured 8. That's, you knew. You're like, oh, yeah.
That's a big one.
Don't dump.
High 2, 3-pounder. 3-pounder. He just swam right up to me underneath the boat. Dropped it on his head.
That's how we were doing yesterday.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
352.
Big in here. You're good.
Oh. Yes, sir. Heck yeah, buddy boy. That's the one we needed. Holy moly. Yeah, that's what it sounds. Dude. My, oh, yeah. Hell yeah. 1456. All right.
Might be a decent one.
Yeah, boys. Pandemonium.
I mean, I got this one.
Got one. Nice. There you go.
Coming up.
Woo! Heck yeah. I just, whenever they go to jump,
Hats flying and everything.
when they go to jump, I just pull them towards you, towards the net.
That's a good one there.
Yeah.
That might be a 4, Joe.
I don't think so, but
3-8?
yeah.
Coming up on Scott Martin with his partner Ryan Lattenville of Team USA. Scott, of course, is the captain of Team USA and probably one of the most popular television and YouTube stars in the business right now. They're onto a really interesting pattern. We're way up in the back of this cove, but I'm talking way off the beaten path, which is kind of interesting because I think most of the competitors are thinking this time of year the fish are starting to fall out into the main body of the river. Like most of the anglers here, Scott and Ryan are glued to their monitor for their forward view. Scott uses Garmin like Pete and I do. They're just glued to that screen, and they're literally picking the fish that they want to catch. They see it on the screen, put the bait right in front of it, and just work the bait until the fish grabs it and gets on. Got one.
Oh, he's up there. Okay, yeah, get him. I don't know what's going on. Get ready if he comes up again.
Oh, he's right there.
Oh, God, it's a big one, dude.
He's got enough slack to where if he does that again.
It's a 4-pounder. Trying to see if I see him on the scope, like up high, which I don't yet see him. So I have a big fish on, so a 4-pound smallmouth. It's wrapped around a tree, and I can't get him up. mean, I think he's wrapped really tight now. See, there's the tree limb right there. I can't grab that tree limb. I don't feel him.
Is that him right there coming up or no?
Maybe. I don't feel him moving. It just seems like he's off maybe now, to be honest with you, but I don't know. Like trot line or something? Oh, he's still on there. He's still on there. Oh gosh, yeah, here he comes. It's like a trot line or something, dude.
He's still pulling there?
Yeah.
Okay. He comes up, I'm reaching pretty far.
We need to get a jig and get this trot line or fishing line or whatever this is we're stuck on. Drop a treble hook down and snag the trot line and so I can break the line. See right there? That angle?
We're getting too far away flying.
Gotta get a little angle.
Okay. Oh, it's pulling, he's coming.
It's liable to break loose and go back down, so be careful. Be careful, I don't want that to hit you.
Good. Oh, the fish is right there.
Get the net. It's gonna shoot out and get you though. Be careful, dude. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. What just happened, bro? Dude, bro.
Oh my God.
Bro. Woo!
Wow.
That is a fight. That's like, what, 20 minutes?
Oh my God. And he was still on there. That fish matters right there.
Yeah, dude. Dude. I can't believe it. Oh, man. What we did is we snagged the tree. We brought the tree up, put that treble hook on braided line, dropped it down with some tungsten weights and snagged that snag, and it worked out.
Today's hotspot is where Scott Martin and Ryan Lattenville duked it out in an epic battle with a belligerent smallmouth that was bound and bent to get away. The waypoint on your screen will get you there. This area is called the Longs Creek Arm on the St. John River. It's a gorgeous stretch of water that's protected from strong winds and nasty weather conditions. And hey, if Scott Martin's fishing it during a tournament, you know it's gotta be good. Scott hooked his fish in a small bay among some weeds, and what they found out later was a sunken tree. Although Ange and I were ultimately cheering for Team Canada, I have to admit, when Scott and Ryan boated that fish, it was awesome. What can I say? That's what fishing is all about. For more hotspots like this one, check out fishingcanada.com. Well, it all comes down to this, the final day weigh-in. And as many expected, it's the classic Canada versus the U.S.
In tournament fishing, the most sought-after part of the weigh-in stage is the hot seat. This is where the leaders are placed and forced to watch their competitors weigh in and sweat every ounce that's shown on the scale. Here, the last man standing wins.
First in the hot seat is a pair of tournament favorites from Team Canada, Gussie and Coop. And a big buzzer beater fish on day 2 has our boys at the top of the pack.
Next up is Captain America and Ryan Lattenville. As you watched alongside us, Scott and Ryan were on him good today. And a spectacular net job looks like it was good enough to knock Coop and Gussie from the podium. Good effort, boys.
Next, we have some friendly fire from the American boys as Joey Cifuentes and Josh Weaver jump ahead of their captain to reduce Canada's hope of a gold medal down to 1 team.
On day 1, we saw Corey Gaffney and Adam Howe carry the weight for Canada, literally. And now, with all the glory on the line, a tough day 2 has them just short of dethroning the Americans.
However, there's one powerhouse yet to hit the scales. Tyler Williams and Trey McKinney have been putting on a clinic. With an impressive weight of 18.77 pounds, Team USA captures a well-deserved victory in Canadian waters.
Wow, what a conclusion to such an epic event. And if you're like Pete and I, you probably picked up a tip or two along the way. These are truly great anglers, folks. First, We've got to give props to Team USA for coming north to foreign territory and taking the win.
And keeping with Team USA, the young guns of Tyler Williams and Trey McKinney proved that you don't have to be a couple of old seasoned veterans like Ange and I in order to fight against the big dogs.
Team Canada made it a really tight race against a world-class U.S. team and proved yet again that the Great White North can go toe-to-toe with the best of them.
We saw how skilled anglers from both Central and South America traveled up to 3,000 miles, and they all weighed in an incredible number of quality bass, proving they have the skill to compete at this level.
And finally, this event proves just how amazing, how outstanding, how phenomenal the bass fishing on the St. John River in New Brunswick, Canada actually is. There's a world-class bass fishery here for all bass enthusiasts to enjoy for many years to come. Man, what a place! Congratulations to everybody.
Getting There, brought to you by the Outdoor Journal Radio Podcast Network.
To get to the Pan Am Black Bass Championship, we first took Highway 401 east, crossing over the Quebec border. Next, we took Highway 20 to Highway 30, and eventually got back onto Highway 20. Next, we turned southeast on Highway 85, which eventually turned to Highway 2, which finally took us to our accommodations in Fredericton, the capital city of New Brunswick. To get to the tournament takeoff and weigh-in area, we took Highway 2 from Fredericton, turned onto Route 102, then onto Otis Drive, and finally to the boat launch area adjacent to the world's largest axe in the town of Nakwik. Both Fredericton and Nakwik are located along the St. John River. This portion of New Brunswick is an excellent area to host a bass fishing tournament because of the amount of water available to be fished and the abundant bass population. The town of Nakwik has gone above and beyond in all recent bass tournaments held in this quaint little area. Bass fishing and fishing in general is a huge boost to their economy, and the locals here get it. If you're looking for a stretch of water to fish for a multitude of species, then the St. John River from Fredericton to Nakwik is the place for you.
Fishin' Canada Show, brought to you in part by Princecraft Boats, the spirit of boating. Garmin, tell a new fish story. The Outdoor Journal Radio Podcast Network, every pursuit, every platform, every day.
Closed captioning for this episode is brought to you by FishingCanada.com, the gateway to your next fishing adventure.
Come along to our cabin in the wild, 'cause we're in for some good fishing.